Hi and welcome to class. We have a core practice with a little bit of a flow also, but we're going to be working through that middle part a little bit more. We're going to be working not just with the front, but also with the sides and our back. So we're going to go into a 360-degree core practice. I'm using 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks with you, you can do it without the blocks. If you have the blocks, bring them with you. It's going to add an extra layer to your practice today. We are going to start straight ahead with a core exercise. So keep your blocks close to your hands, but we're going to start on our back. So just lie on your back. And as you come onto your back, you're going to bend your legs, placing your feet down on your mat as you were setting for bridge pose, but we're not going there. Keep your arms down by your sides to begin with. Now, as you get into this position, we're just going to work a little bit with the breath and with moving the pelvis, okay? So first, I want you to really relax the spine and relax the pelvis so everything comes to like a neutral position or just where the body feels comfortable. I want you to inhale there. And now as you exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis, pressing the spine, the lower back down to the floor. So you think about your lower ribs pulling down towards your hips. And then you feel that contraction on the front of the abdomen. Now, as you inhale, relax that action. So you relax the spine and the pelvis. And as you exhale, once again, tuck your pelvis, press the lower spine down to the floor, and feel that action through the front. Good. One more time. As you inhale, relax that. And as you exhale one more time, tuck your tailbone, press the lower spine down to the floor. Now, keep that contraction. Inhale there, keeping that same position. Exhale there. And as you inhale, relax it back. Good. Same thing once again. As you exhale, press the lower spine down to the floor, tuck your tailbone. Keep that contraction. Inhale there. Keeping that contraction or making it a little bit stronger. Exhale again. And as you inhale, relax that. Good. We're going to bring our blocks. Now we're going to catch one and we're going to place it in between our thighs, the thinnest way. You're going to hug it in between the thighs or in between the knees, whatever works best with you. And then we're going to grab the other block and we're going to bring it in between our hands. So first, place that one in between the thighs. And then you're going to lift the feet off the floor. Feet could come to touch or you can keep them a little bit further apart. Point your toes. We're going to keep the same angle with the legs the whole time. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling, holding the block in between the hands. We're going to do this in 3 steps. Keeping that lower back pressing against the floor, you can stay right here. You should feel the action of the abdomen right away. Or we lengthen the knees a little bit forward and the arms a little bit back. I'm still keeping the legs in 90 degrees. I stay right here. Or if it works with me, keeping the lower spine on the floor as it was, I send the knees a little bit forward and the arms back a little bit more. I hold it right there, or if it works, I bring the toes very close to the floor and the arms back close to the floor. Holding here for 3. Holding here for 2. And then I bring it back to center and I relax completely. So every time that you go further away from the center, everything is getting heavier. So as you lean forward and back, the spine wants to do this. I want you to keep pressing down towards the floor as much as you can, okay? 2 more times, same thing. So bring the block in between the thighs again. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Lift the feet off the floor. Take an inhale here. And then just let's connect with the center. As you exhale, press the spine down to the mat. Now you want to keep that. You want to keep it right away. And then here we go in 3 steps. Send the knees a little bit more forward, arms a little bit back. Hold it there. Or send the knees a little bit more forward and the arms back a little bit more. Hold it here. Or send the toes close to the floor and the arms back and then hold it here for 3. Stay there for 2. And then release it back to center. Whew. Shake it as you need it. We're going to do it one more time. Same thing. Grab the block. Last one. Place it back in between your thighs. Bring the block to your hands. Lift the feet off the mat. Press the spine down to the floor. Keep it there. You stay right there, or you send the legs a little bit forward, arms back. Hold it. Go a little bit deeper, legs forward, arms back. Hold it. Or go the deepest you can. Hold it there for 3. Stay there. 2. Pressing the spine down. 1 more breath. And then bring it back to center. Release it completely. Release the blocks. Bring your knees in towards you. Rock forward, all fours. Hands and knees. And then give yourself a few times of a cat-cow just to release that tension around the spine and the belly. So as you inhale, open the chest. Ooh, I feel it. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, push away around the spine. Good. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round. We'll give it one more inhale, opening that. Exhale, tuck your tailbone around. With the next inhale, you may get back to center. Walk your hands a little bit more forward, setting up for downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and the hips back and up towards the ceiling. Good. Give it a few breaths here. So if you want to walk a little bit on the spot, go for that. If you like stillness right away, then just find a long down dog that feels stable for you today. 2 more breaths here. From downward facing dog, look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway up. With the exhale, fold it. Inhale, press it up. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press up, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart. Once again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press up, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Now, standing at the top of the mat, we're going to stay here for a little bit longer, or we're going to start our flow here. Go hip width distance apart with your feet, and then bring your body weight towards your right foot. Bring your hands to prayer. As you bring the body weight to the right foot, bring your left knee up. Some way, thigh parallel to the floor, and then focus with your gaze. Find the balance on your right foot. And here we go, warrior 3. Lengthen your left leg back behind you as you stretch the top of your head forward. Slide bend on your right knee as you need it. Now we're gonna add the arms. So if these feel stable for you, reach the arms forward, which brings a little bit more weight to the front of the body. So you need to work harder with your core here. Hold it there for 3. Hold it there for 2. And now with control, bend your right knee, high lunge, land back with your left toes. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, finding that high lunge. With the exhale, warrior two, open the arms out to the sides. Readjust your stance. So you get into that warrior two where you're sitting on your front leg, stretching the arms out. Good. As you get into that warrior two, we're going to bring the right elbow towards your right thigh. And then lengthen that left arm all the way forward. Think side angle. I want you to think that both sides of your waist have the same length, right? So you're not side bending onto that right side, but the right side is long. Press your right foot down and then bring the right arm forward with you. And then turn the chest a little bit more towards the left. Hold it here for 3. Staying there for 2. Give it one more breath here. And then bring your both hands down to the floor. Come on to your left toes. Easy twist. Press your left hand down. And then reach the right arm out to the right and up towards the ceiling. Twist it over to your right side. For a moment, just bring a little bit more body weight to your right foot so your left hand is a little bit lighter. Maybe even onto your fingertips or hand off the floor. And then bring more body weight to your left hand, side plank. Walk your right foot back with your left foot. Any variation you need for a side plank, go for that. Press through your left hand, lift the hips up, hold it. Good. Plank pose. Bring your right hand down to plank. Inhale in that plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. We're going to go for cobra or shavasana, more than cobra, lifts. So we want to really use the back side of our core, right? If you go 360 degrees. We're going to take 3 different steps and you will get to feel them. And then next time we do them, you can readjust and see if you want to do one of those variations 3 times or you want to go step by step. So first one, chin on the mat, reach the arms back behind you, knuckles down to the floor, palms up towards the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone in, lengthen through the legs, and we're gonna lift. Inhale, lift the legs, arms, chest, everything as high as possible. Keep a slight tuck over your tailbone, so it's the spine working a little bit harder, middle upper spine than the lower spine. Hold it, keep a long neck, maybe come a little bit higher, and then relax it all the way down. We're gonna change the position of the arms. We're gonna come into cactus. This is gonna be a little bit harder because you bring body weight forward. Otherwise, keep the arms back as we did it on the first time, right? Chin on your mat to begin. Lengthen your legs, point your toes. Same thing. Inhale, lift everything up for shavasana. Lift a little bit higher if you can. Tuck your tailbone, lift from the chest. Keep a long neck. Reach the legs a little bit higher without bending the knees. Legs are straight. Hold it there. And then with control, lower all the way down. Relax the spine and everything. You keep your arms back. You keep your arms into cactus. Or you reach the arms forward, palms facing towards each other. Here we start. Chin on the mat, lengthen your legs, point the toes, tuck your tailbone, and we go. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Arms, legs, chest, everything up. Legs are straight, point the toes, lift a little bit higher, hold it there. Slight tuck of your tailbone. It's difficult to feel, but try to find it and lift a little bit higher again. And then relax it all the way down. When you're ready, readjust your hands back. Press back to downward facing dog. If you want to take a vinyasa in between flows or sides, go for your vinyasa. Eventually landing back into down dog. Give it a couple of breaths. Good. From downward facing dog, look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press it up. Arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Same thing through the other side. So bring the body weight to your left foot, hands to prayer, and then bring your right thigh up with you. Focus, balance. Warrior 3. Kick your right leg back behind you, and then maybe add the arms forward. Right hip down with your left hip a little bit. Focus one spot. Keep stretching forward and back. Hold it there for 3. Staying there for 2. High lunge with control. Bend your left leg, land back with your right toes, and reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale to warrior 2. Open the arms out to the sides. Good. And then see if you can sit deeper on your left leg. Left elbow towards your left thigh. Reach the right arm all the way forward. And now think, length through both sides. Open the chest over to the right. Press through your left foot, and then bring your left arm forward with you. If it gets too heavy, lift the chest a little bit higher. Otherwise, hold it there. Don't collapse with the right shoulder down, but open the chest over to the right. Nice. Give it one more breath there. And then bring your both hands down. Coming onto your right toes. Your right hand comes down. Easy twist. Open the left arm up towards the ceiling. And then for a moment, again, use the left foot a little bit more. So your right hand is lighter. And then bring all the body weight to your right hand, side plank. Bring your left foot back with your right. Find any variation you need. Lift through the hips. Press through the right arm. Focus one spot. You can do this. Hold it. Good. Plank pose. Find your plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Now, choose your option. It could be 3 steps, arms back, cactus, or forward, or 3 of the same variation with the arms, okay? Chin on your mat. Set your arms. Point the toes. Engage the legs. Here we go. Inhale to reach it up. As high as you can get. Long neck. Lift through the legs a little bit more. Lift through the chest a tiny bit more. Hold it. And then with control, lower it all the way down. Now, readjust your arms. Same position, or you switch the position of the arms. Point the toes. Engage the legs. Same thing again. Inhale, reach it up. Lift the chest, arms, legs. Keep working. Lots of strength through the middle upper back. Hold it there. Lift a little bit higher maybe. One more breath there. And control it. Lower down without collapsing. Give it a breath. We set up again. Change the position of the arms if you want to do that. Point the toes. Engage the legs. Tuck your tailbone. And here we go. Lift it up. Hold it there for 3. Long legs, long arms for 2. Reach a little bit higher. One more breath there. And then relax it. Readjust your hands. Press back. Downward facing dog. If you want a vinyasa or you need child's pose for a couple of breaths, go for that. Good. 3 breaths where you are. And then from there, get to downward facing dog. Bring your feet together to touch, side to side. We're going to jump through. Look forward to the hands. Bend the knees. When you're ready, step or jump forward to seat on your mat. Keep your blocks close to your hands because we're going to do that same thing that we did at the beginning of the class. So we lie back. And once you get down, bend your legs. Place one block in between your thighs. Bring your other block to your hands. Place it in between your palms. Lift the feet off the floor, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Take a knee inhale there. As you exhale, press the spine down to the floor and then keep that position with your pelvis. Good, you stay right there, or you reach the knees a little bit forward and the arms a little bit back. It could be very, very tiny movements, or it could be a little bit bigger steps to get there. You stay right there, or you reach the knees a little bit forward and the arms a little bit back. Keep the spine as it was, press it down. You stay right there, or you get the deepest you can get, closer to the floor with both arms and legs. Hold it for 3. Tuck your tailbone. 2. Give it one more breath there. And then release that. Release even the block in between the thighs if you need to relax the legs. Here we go. We're going to give it one more time of those, okay? One more try. Grab the block, place it in between the thighs. You're hugging that block, and that connects the legs together, and that keeps the legs working really nice and tight together. Bring the block to your hands so you get the arms working together. Lift the feet off the floor. With an exhale, just press the spine down to the mat. And here we go. Send the knees a little bit forward, arms a little bit back. Pause. Once again, send the knees a little bit forward and the arms back. And pause. Stay right there, or you go deeper if you can. As deep as you can, keeping the spine as it was for 3. Good, hold it for 2. Hold it a little bit more. One more breath there. And then you relax that. Oof. Nice. Relax the legs and the arms and everything that gets working really hard as you try to hold this. Downward facing dog when you're ready. A vinyasa, as always, if you want it, go for a vinyasa instead. And then once you get to downward facing dog, we're just gonna move one block towards the top of the mat, because that's where we're gonna need it later, okay? So you have it close to the top. From downward facing dog, inhale, bring your right leg back and up to the ceiling. As you exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Inhale to high lunge, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, warrior 2, open the arms out to the sides. Give it a couple of breaths first into that warrior 2. And then pressing the right foot down, straighten the right leg completely. We're gonna go into Trikonasana. You might want to shorten your stance a little bit, so bring your left foot in. Let's start with the hands on the waist. So bring your hands to your waist. Now, holding on to your hips, move the hips over towards your left side. So you're tilting over towards your right hip. Slide bend on your right knee as you need it. Now think both sides of your waist have the same length, okay? So we're not side bending here, there is length. Reach the right arm forward. And then if you want it, you reach the left arm forward with you. And then we're trying to open the chest over to the left, so you're not collapsing down towards the floor. Rotate, hold it there for 3. Hold it there for 2. Back into warrior 2. Lift the upper body up, rebend on your front leg. Bring left hand to your waist, lean forward. We're going into half moon pose where I'm gonna use my block. So right hand on the block, come forward to stand on your right foot, and lengthen your left leg back behind you. Lengthen the left arm up towards the ceiling. Now find the balance. You're gonna catch your block, and you're gonna give it towards your left hand, or you're gonna give it to your left hand, stretching the right hand up. Find the balance. We're gonna switch sides again. Give it to your right hand. With control, place it back on the floor. Stretch your left arm up. Inhale there. With the exhale, chair pose. Exhale, sit down into a chair, arms up to the ceiling. Inhale there. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, back to Downward Facing Dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, bring your left leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. High lunge. Inhale, reach it up. Bring the arms up. Exhale to warrior two. Open the arms out. Give it a couple of breaths there. And then straighten your left leg completely. Hands towards your waist. Shorten the stance as you need. Holding onto your hips, tilt the hips over towards your right. Lengthen both sides of your waist. And then lengthen that left arm forward. And if you want it, bring the right arm forward with you. Turn towards the right. Get it as deep as you want to get towards the left, but without side bending. Hold it there. Keep lengthening. One more breath there. And then back into warrior two. Bring your right hand towards your waist, setting up for half moon pose. Reach forward, catch your block. And when you're ready, come forward to stand on your left leg, send the right leg back. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Focus one spot, catch the block, give it to your right hand. Good. Now, give it back towards your left hand and place it back on the mat or the floor. Reach the right arm up. Inhale there. Exhale to chair pose. Hips down, arms up. Inhale in chair. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Give it a couple of breaths into that forward fold. So go wider with your feet if you need it. Maybe shake it a little bit or bend one knee and then the other one. We're getting back to that chair. So readjust your feet. Feet together or wider out as you need them. Here we go. Inhale to chair pose. Hips down, arms up. And then keep that chair. We're going to sit a little bit deeper. Breathe. We're going to sit a little bit deeper. Breathe. And then we're going to make it all the way down to the mat. Good. Readjust your space on your mat. So you have space back behind you. We're going to come into Navasana, boat pose. So legs together, feet together. Fingertips on the floor as you need it to begin with. And then when you're ready, lift the feet off the floor. Reach the arms forward or reach the legs up towards the ceiling. Hold it here for 3. Hold it here for 2. Half boat. Lengthen the legs forward, chest back. Lower back on the floor. Hold it here for 3. Hold it there for 2. Good. Back to boat pose. Lift it up. Hold it for 3. Hold it there for 2. Half boat. Lower down again. Staying there for 3. Staying there for 2. And then relax it all the way down to the mat. Might seem easy, but it's difficult to talk while doing these things, but it works. Here we go. You're going to grab your blocks. Probably one is towards the top of the mat, so you can leave it there if you don't want to go and catch it. Otherwise, you could catch it. Otherwise, we just use the one on the legs. So you bend your legs and place a block in between the thighs. And once you get it there, you lift the feet off the floor, coming to that chair. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Press the spine down to the mat. And then we take it into 3 steps. So reach the knees a little bit more forward, arms back, and pause. You stay right there, or you go a little bit deeper. So legs forward, arms back, and hold it. And then you go the deepest you can, and you hold there for 3. Tuck your tailbone. 2. Press the spine down. 1 more breath there. And you release that. Give it a couple of breaths. I'm going to catch the other block. Good. One more time. Block in between your thighs. This is the last time you do this. So we do it as best as we can. Arms up towards the ceiling. Lift the feet off your mat. Press the spine down. And here we go. Knees forward, arms back. Hold. Good. Once again, knees forward, arms back. Hold. Last one. Legs forward, arms back. The deepest you can. Hold there for 3. Hold there for 2. But one more breath. Hold, hold, and then release. There you go. Keep a block close to your hand. We're going to go into a supported bridge pose. So, tuck your tailbone, lift the hips as much as you need them to either place the block the lowest, the middle, or the highest you can get it onto your sacrum. So it supports. It's not the lower back, it's the sacrum, that bony place right as the glutes start. Here we go. If you go the highest, just make sure the base is stable. And then you relax there. Could be arms down by your sides. It could be arms back behind you, grabbing your elbows. And if you want to walk your feet further forward, you could do that. Some people like to make this into an inversion, so lifting the legs up towards the ceiling. Your choice. Give it a few breaths. And if by any means what you took with the block was too high, after a few breaths, just readjust that, making it a little bit closer to the floor. Three more breaths there. And then if you walked your feet further forward, you readjust your feet, so you bring them back somewhere underneath your knees. Now, before we get away from this, press your feet down and then use the glutes and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And then remove the block, but keep the hips up towards the ceiling. So now engage again as you lift it up. Tuck your tailbone, lift. Give it a couple of breaths there. And then starting from the upper spine, begin to roll the spine back down to your mat all the way. Especially kind of press the lower back down to the floor as you make down. And then relax. Keep your right leg bent, stretch your left leg down. Move the hips out to the right a little bit. Bring your right knee towards you. Catch it with your left hand. We twist. Move it over towards your left. And open the right arm out to the right. Close your eyes if you want it. Maybe you want to straighten the right leg, holding on to the right foot. Any variations of that twist that you want to add to it. Here we go. Make it back to center. Bend your left leg, scoop the hips out to the left a little bit more. right leg straight. Grab your left knee, move it over towards your right. And open the left arm out to the left. And when you're ready, you make it back to center. Stretch your legs down and your arms down. If you need to do anything extra before Savasana, you do it. If you need an extra stretch, if you want to get upside down, pause these and get into that first before Savasana. Otherwise, just find your space. Relax the legs and the arms. Close your eyes. Breathe in and out through your nose. Give yourself as long as you need it to be into that shavasana. Letting the body relax, letting your breath come back to center. Give yourself a smile. Thank yourself for your practice today. And have a beautiful day ahead of you. Thank you so much for today.